Like, oh my God, I need to make it to the Tori concert. It's snack time. Welcome to Snackboy. Whoa, boy. Anyway, I used to work at a restaurant called 701, and it was one of the nicest restaurants in the Washington, D.C. area, and I'm not saying this to brag. I'm telling you because it's just a detail I think you deserve to know. It was a very nice restaurant, the kind of restaurant that was so nice they would hold the wine glasses up in front of the window. I don't know if I told you before about it. Or they would make you line up as waiters and waitresses and hold out your arms, and they would check your sleeves for any stain or any crease out of place. It was one of those places. As you can imagine, me, Snackboy, a guy that sleeps until 3:15 in the frickin' afternoon, is not suited for a restaurant like that. I shouldn't have been hired. I should not have been hired. Shouldn't have happened. It's not a match made in heaven. It was not a good union. So I was working at 701. And it was the night of the Tori Amos concert at Constitution Hall. And anyone who knows me knows that I love me some Tori Amos, people. I do not play around when it comes to Tori Amos. That girl is beautiful, sexy, talented, and the best darn pianist that there is. I don't care what you say about John Tesh. Tori Amos is my absolute favorite. I love her. I love how her billowy red hair and how she gets into it and practically grinds it and makes love to the piano bench, people. Every ounce of passion seeps through her veins. Oh, Alanis Morissette, no offense, you wish. Jewel, you wish. All of you. Sarah McLachlan, you especially wish. You all wish you were Tori, but you're not. And it was the night of the Tori Amos concert, and I had to work the dinner shift. I tried to get it covered, people. I tried to get out of my shifts, but I couldn't. I called all the waiters and the waitresses on the schedule. I was like, please, it's the Tori Amos concert. They're like, Terry, I can't. I'm either already working or I've got something to do. It was a Friday night. I said, well, I'll work, but please, from the bottom of my heart, I said to the managers, please just make sure I get off early. Just make sure I'm the first one cut. They said, Terry, we'll make you a deal. You can work the patio, and that way you'll get out early. I said, oh, thank you, God, because at the 701, if you work outside of the patio, that is the first one to be cut. So I'm working the patio, and every table except for one, and it's a senator and his wife, are gone. And I'm like, oh, thank you, God, I'm going to see Tori. I'm going to see frickin' Tori Amos. Oh. Yes, I can't wait to see it. And the senator and their wife pay the check, and they're like, thank you, good service. I said, thank you, and just as I'm about to start cleaning the tables and I'm about to leave, a couple sits down, a man and a woman, European, elegantly dressed, a little Euro trashy, but I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean trashy. Let's say trashy. There's white trash, there's Euro trash, there's all sorts of trash. The woman was sexy, but she had a little too much jewelry and a little too much attitude, and her hair was you know what I mean? She was a little too cocky, sexy, you know, with the straps hanging off the shoulder. And they sit down, and I'm like, no, God, no. I got to see Tori. No. I said to them, we're going to shortly be closing the patio. It's open now, but shortly be closing. They're like, well, we will have a drink. And I said to myself, oh, God, thank you. They're only going to have a drink. I can still see Tori. I can still make it to the concert and see her tinkle on the keys. I don't mean tinkle. I mean tinkle. You know what I mean? Work the key. Anyway, so I brought them their drinks from the bar. And I'm like, oh, please, God, drink it quick. And just then I noticed they're not drinking. They're talking. They're smoking. They're having attitude. They're sipping, but they're not drinking. They're sipping, but they're not drinking. So I start standing uncomfortably near their table. They're the last ones there. I'm trying to make them feel uncomfortable. I'm tapping my fingers. I'm beside myself. So I say, would you like to check now? Yes. And they're like, no, I think we have another drink. I had to bring them another drink. They still weren't finished with their first. So I bring them their second round of drinks. And again, they're not drinking. I know what you're saying to yourself, Snackboy. I bet you wish you had a gun. I did. I am not violent. I wished I had a gun. So I went around the corner, and I was about to bang my head into the wall when I saw the bum. I know it's not politically correct to call someone a bum, but people, this guy was the poster guy for all that is bumness. And I thought, it flashed into my head the idea. It was perfect. It was brilliant. It was going to work. I went up to the bum and I said, sir? He said, well, could you spare some change? Could you spare a little change for someone needy? I said, I think I could spare a lot of change, sir. I said, sir, how would you like to make a quick $3? $3? Okay. But what do you want me to do? And I said, sir, it's easy. I want you to walk around that corner to where you see all those nice, pretty tables. And I want you to go up to the table where there's two people are sitting, the man and the woman, okay? And I want you to take your finger, and I want you to shove it as far up your freaking nose as you can, and you get an extra $1 if you eat your boogers. I know what you're saying. Snackboy, that's so rude. How can you treat the bum that way? But let me tell you, he did it. He said, give me my $3 in advance. I gave it to him, and he walks around the corner. I go in to watch through the window from the outside, and he stands looking right down at him, and he goes, hello! And he digs people, and I have to give him credit. He only got $4, which is probably pretty good for a bum, but $4, and he gave the Academy Award-winning nose pick performance that I've ever seen. It was beautiful. I wish I could have given him an award. I'm serious. He was up the nose, but you believe that he really wanted to pick it. Not that he was picking it for the wrong reasons, but picking it for some inner need to pick his nose. And as he put it in his mouth, they were like, oh, God, no. And they threw their money on the table. They were gone. And I made it to the Tori concert. Thank you, God. Thank you, Flynn. Thank you, Boogers. And thank you, Bum.